When it comes to daily driving, the Hyundai Elantra is a pragmatic choice thanks to its competitive fuel economy, abundance of standard safety tech, and available creature comforts, a choice that comes with plenty of style and flair too. But it's apparently time for a visual freshener already, as Hyundai has unveiled an updated 2024 model that just landed in the US market. As for Honda, the Civic has given budget-minded buyers a compact car that makes them feel smart for being frugal. The latest generation carries on this tradition and goes beyond, offering handsome interior trim and several features that very recently were considered luxuries. With the hybrid variants coming in early 2024, the Civic's combination of value, efficiency, and refined road manners make it a standout choice. But being so similar, it makes choosing between the two that much harder. Well, in this video, we will take a closer look at their designs both inside and out, pricing and how they drive. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. The latest iteration of the Elantra features a sleek and aerodynamic exterior design that emphasizes efficiency and sportiness. At the front, a new wide and slim distinctive grille gives it a futuristic look, accented by revised sharp LED headlights connected by a metallic bar that wraps around the corner of the car. And to bring the look together, it wears redesigned new front bumper and front fenders, giving it a wide, more aggressive stance. The sides remain largely unchanged, with a long hood and low roofline giving it a coupe-like silhouette, while the sharply creased character lines add a sense of drama and tension to the design. At the back, a massive LED bar connects the rear taillights, giving the car a distinctive look from behind, while a silver U-shaped accent surrounds the new redesigned diffuser. The new Civic's design is proof that Honda is maturing in its design language. The influence from the Accord is rather apparent. This really gives the sedan a completely new grown-up look. Simple truly is better in this case, cutting out all the nonsense and sticking with a classy, smooth design. Up front, you won't find any fake air vents or unnecessary curves. Instead, a smooth exterior with long body lines, sleek headlights, and a bold but not too large front grille giving it a sporty look. The side profile is sleek and characterized by strong lines that run all the way to the back, accentuating the vehicle's length and giving it a sporty and youthful appearance. The back features sleek and angular tail lamps inspired by the Accord that complement the sporty and bold design of the front fascia, which gives the vehicle a sense of presence and stability. When it comes to the exterior design, it might come down to personal preference, but if I had to choose, the new Civic is my favorite here. Jumping inside, the Elantra's cabin didn't see much of a change, but that's no bad thing. The cabin's overall design is attractive, with Hyundai putting its advanced technology front and center. A Mercedes-style slab of glass houses twin displays, while a four-spoke steering wheel looks like something taken out of an Audi. The interior is well laid out with a driver-focused cockpit. There are easy-to-use knobs for climate control and radio, and there is a well-considered spot for your phone with wireless charging in front of the shifter and well-placed cup holders. One downside is that some materials feel cheap, but the front door panels now feature soft-touch materials. Conversely, the big digital displays make the Elantra feel more expensive than it is. As standard, you get analog dials and an 8-inch touchscreen, or dual 10.25-inch displays as an option on SEL trim or standard on the Limited. Both infotainment systems are solid, but the larger system is more versatile, customizable, and quite intuitive to use. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is standard on both systems. As for the Civic, the new interior is a big departure from the previous generation. Honda has overhauled everything in here, from the steering wheel, the dashboard design, and even the seats. The dash is low and aids in both visibility and making the cabin feel spacious, which stands in contrast to the Elantra's cockpit design. The switchgear feels high quality with tight, solid action, the 3 climate control knobs click with precision, and the steering wheel is attractive and nice to grasp. The interior materials are nothing to write home about, but the Civic's cabin feels well assembled and offers some visual interest thanks to the honeycomb pattern that stretches across the dashboard and incorporates the air vents. As for instruments and infotainment, the Civic features an analog speedometer combined with a 7-inch screen that can display the tachometer and other information as standard, or a fully digital gauge cluster with a 10.2-inch screen on the Touring trim. The standard infotainment display is a 7-inch touchscreen that can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. On the higher Touring trim, the Civic gets a larger 9-inch touchscreen and is capable of wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This new system is comparable to that of the Elantra in terms of functionality, but the layout and customization is the Elantra's strong suit. When it comes to comfort and interior space, the Elantra is roomy and will happily seat for adults. There is an impressive 38 inches of second-row legroom, which is 3 inches more than the Corolla, but the front buckets and rear bench are inspiring and flat, offering modest support. There is leather upholstery on top-level models, and the seats are heated. Sadly, Hyundai limits ventilated seats to the hybrid limited model. Getting in and out of any seat is easy too, with wide opening doors and a generous roofline. As for cargo space, the Elantra has a decent trunk with 14.2 cubic feet. The new Civic is technically bigger than the last version on the outside, but not enough to really matter. Honda's engineers have redone the front seats completely, with additional support in the seat back to increase long-distance comfort. Front headroom is generous at 39 inches, which is 2 inches lower than that on the Hyundai, while its 37.4 inches of rear legroom is bettered only by the Elantra and is about 2 inches more than most of its competitors. For a compact car, a 6'3" driver with the seat pushed all the way back can find enough space in the back seat to sit comfortably behind himself. There is also nothing compact about the sedan's truck. On paper, it has 14.8 cubic feet of volume, while the hatchback offers 24.5 cubic feet. Prices for the 2024 Elantra non-hybrid starts at $21,475, including the $1,100 destination charge. The limited trim starts and stops at $26,900, as there are no optional extras on this trim. Everything is standard, so all you need to do is pick a color. The pricing for the hybrid variant and Elantra N are yet to be announced. Pricing for the 2024 Civic sedan starts at a higher price of $25,000 for the base LX model. The EX trim goes for $28,000 and the top Touring trim is $31,600. Looking across the range, the Elantra holds an advantage of almost $3,000 over the Civic, which makes it an incredible value in the entire segment. When it comes to performance and handling, the Elantra didn't see much of a change in terms of powertrains. A 104 horsepower Atkinson cycle gasoline inline 4 combines with a 43 horsepower electric motor and a small battery pack to provide a total of 139 horsepower, a bit less than the non-hybrid Elantra's 2-liter inline 4 offers. The 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint is achieved in a respectable 8.4 seconds, which isn't exactly slow, but is faster than the Corolla's 9.7 seconds. What most differentiates the Elantra from hybrid rivals, which have a CVT, is its 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, which makes it accelerate much more like a normal car, while many hybrids have gearless transmissions that cause the engine to drone loudly when you step on the gas. You will also appreciate the hybrid's noticeable but not obtrusive shifts that help avoid the auditory annoyance. Impressively quiet and refined for a compact sedan, the Elantra hybrid goes down the road confidently, and you will certainly enjoy the nicely weighted steering wheel and composed ride quality. As for the Civic, the two-engine drivetrain lineup is carried over, both hooking up to a CVT. Either a 2-liter inline 4 making 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque, which are great figures for a base engine, while the EX and Touring trim models use a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, now producing the same 180 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque as last year's sport hatchback. It's a punchy engine capable of hauling the Civic up to highway speeds without fuss. Even at the end of its life, the last Civic remained one of the best driving cars in its class. It was smooth, capable of handling the daily tasks of both city and highway driving with poise. Find a road with a bit of character though, and the Civic could provide entertainment with clean, accurate steering and a neutral chassis balance. And all of that remains for the 2024 Civic. What's changed is an added layer of refinement. The stiffened chassis and increased sound deadening make for quieter, more serene progress. It even rides better than the Accord Hybrid. The added standard features and increased glass weight adds roughly 100 pounds to all trims, yet the Civic feels light on its feet. The steering is clean and consistent, building driver confidence early, body roll is minimal as well, and the Civic feels planted on the highway. So, which one should you choose? Well, while the Civic does present a solid case for what can be a satisfying car to own, you have to give it to the Hyundai Elantra. Underneath the exterior changes, already great interior and technology, the Elantra is the one to get. And while the design might turn some buyers off, it's a better overall package, especially when fuel economy is just as good as that of the Civic at a much more attractive price.